Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are in part 2 of 3 of creating an online presence and what is killing my online presence or your website. So if you haven't seen part 1, definitely go back and take a look at that, and then once part 3 drops, make sure that you take a look at that one as well. All of these tips are very valuable. So why is this important? A lot of people, they're building their social media presence out and then they wonder, why isn't my brand getting the love that it deserves? I am in exactly the same boat as a lot of you. I'm in the middle of an experiment to where I'm starting from ground zero. So about a month ago I did so, and I am up over 100% in terms of viewers and subscribers from where I was a month ago. So some things are working. Want to keep those subscribers, want to keep everybody happy, right? And here are some of the ways in order to be able to do that. So if you aren't familiar with my channel, I am Tom Batman Ziegelbauer, and I help businesses and entrepreneurs grow their business through the use of technology. So let's just get after it. A lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about today are some things that are ignored when it comes to social media. One of those being Google My Business and the local Google My Business standpoint of that. So if you have a physical location, this is definitely something that you should be concerned about and be monitoring. And the first one is make sure that you are responding to every single review immediately. Whether it be positive or negative, this is super important, not only from a customer service perspective, it's also important from a potential lead or potential somebody who's interested in your particular business. Why is this the case, and what ends up happening in terms of the psychology of this? So they'll come in, they'll search for your website, and they pull up that Google My Business listing, right? And it shows you how many stars they have. What's the first thing that most people click on? Is it your phone number? No. Is it your website? No, it's the reviews. So when they start looking at the reviews, I don't care even if you're like at 2 stars or 3 stars or whatever, make sure that you have instant follow-up to each one of those reviews that are out there, because then they will see that you are responding and you have excellent customer service. Super important. People care about this more than your particular product. It's how they feel that they're going to interact with you in the future. So keep up on every single review as soon as possible. Secondly, there are some techniques in order to be able to boost your positive reviews on Google My Business. So I'm going to tell you the story of 2 Google My Businesses and why one is kind of struggling and then the other one is super successful. So on one side, there is the story of the web presence that they have 100 reviews, and the other one is where they have 1,000. So the one who has 100, as they're coming through and they're doing business with this particular group, they then have a mechanism, which is very smart, to where after they've done business, then they will get solicited through GoDaddy in order to be able to create a review on their website, or for their Google My Business rather. The problem with it is that they are not, 1, controlling the dialogue, 2, they are not fostering about 45% of the people that are coming through their business are never even being captured in terms of a lead, to where they can't even be offered to solicit a review. The other story is of a company that they have 1,000 5-star reviews on Google. What do they do differently than the one that only has 100? They are proactively on site receiving those reviews right at the time of purchase or after they've received a positive experience. The business owner has trained his employees in order to be able to gain those reviews, not only the reviews, but also getting testimonials immediately on site. So they have video reviews and testimonials right on their site. Huge in terms of credibility. and has been a huge success in terms of their business, and you know that they have excellent customer service. Last one, just a tip, is use only the social media apps that you are comfortable with and that will benefit you. What does that mean? TikTok, as an example, would not be appropriate for my brand in terms of how I'm delivering this particular content. TikTok is a very short type of attention span, and you only have a certain period of time in order to be able to get out information. So while I could break this or chunk this down into several different pieces, it may not have the same effectiveness on TikTok that it does maybe on YouTube or maybe on Instagram TV or our website or our Facebook posts that we were doing in terms of repurposing this content out there. So hopefully this helps you with a number of tips in terms of not only increasing your subscribers and viewers. This is one of those mission critical types of things that if you ignore, especially the Google My Business side of things and the local side of Google My Business, that can really be hurting your online presence. So hopefully this helped. If you did receive value from this content here today, please hit that like, subscribe, and alert button so you can be alerted of additional content. Watch for that part 1 that we've already created, and then also part 3 that is going to be dropping here. So always remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.